Yo, bartender.
Bar's closed.
Hey, yo, bartender, what's good, man? Let me get a drink, man. Let me get a shot.
Hey, man, I know you just pulled up to the bar, but we closed.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you mean to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man, I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to her. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's all right. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you one drink, because it look like you need
one drink. I can do one drink. I can do one drink, because I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
One I brought you by is Go Green Recycling. This is a garbage company been doing many things for a long time. Eddie, the owner, has been putting me in position to make sure I get his company out there in front of everybody else. Now, don't let the recycling fool you. We deal with C&D, MSW, and if you're not familiar with them terms, trash that's at your house, we can take it away. All kinds of C&D. With C&D is construction debris. We can take all that away. Yard debris, we can take it all. Concrete, you name it, we can get a dumpster out there and we can get it away from you at Go Green. So one thing I can tell you, if you don't know how to get in touch with them, you can get in touch with me. I've been on every platform. You can hit me at Bar Talk with Jay, and I will be able to put you with them, and we can get that away from you. Because I've been doing it for a minute with them, and I rock with them, and I endorse them. Go Green Recycling. All right, now I got to get back to my partner to come in. This bad boy, each and every time, over 7 years, women, with a smile. Craftmatic, how you doing tonight, big baby?
I'm doing good, Smooth J.
Man, I tell you,
doing real good, bro.
Through all the shows and the things we do, man, the way you able to just smile. You know, people can't find happiness because they can't find it within themselves. And you find it each and every time.
Yeah, man. That's the only way to live, bro.
And I tell you,
what
man,
else is that? You can't walk around with your head down. And
people do it. I'm glad you don't.
People, man, I'm talking about
glad you don't.
real strong people who know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
We don't walk around like that, man. We walk around with our shoulders back and our head up, checking for what's good in the world, checking for what's positive,
right.
Checking for something new, finding love, giving love, sharing love, helping people, and, there are a lot of people who, really have just fallen by the wayside because they don't know how to take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so they wind up feeling down and, not good about themselves, not good about their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't play that. I don't play none of that thing. I like to keep a positive mindset and just moving forward, graciously, And I think tonight's topic is going to have a lot to do with that. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Okay.
This is Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth J.
In the building.
And we are here to liberate your minds and souls with a great dialogue. Tonight, we're going to be talking about creating good times. Creating fun in your life.
Mm-hmm.
We have gone through some tough times over the past few years, unprecedented times.
Mm-hmm.
In every facet of life, from our careers to the medical side of the world,
Yep.
to losing a lot of family members and all kinds of stuff. And so we want to talk about how to create good times, how to stabilize our spirit with a little fun, a little intervention of excitement sometime,
Right.
And so, we just want to thank you for being here with tonight. We hope this liberates your soul. We hope this gives you some new plans to execute throughout the remainder of the year. There's plenty of time to get some fun in. And, we're all focused on success. We're all focused on making a living. But how can we take a little bit better care of ourselves? Right. And that's what we're going to talk about. Of course, we always start the show off with a prayer. And why don't I just hand this over to the Lord, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Heavenly Father, we come into your presence now with a gratitude and a grateful heart and a grateful mind.
Yes.
We thank you for all that you have done in our lives, all the hurdles that you have allowed us to escape, all the troubles that are behind us, all the heavy places and the dark spaces and the growth spaces of life. And we just thank you for bringing us to this point right now. We are truly grateful for this day. It is a day that you have made, and we shall rejoice in it. We ask, Heavenly Father, that you would give us inspiration from on high about having a good time. We know, Lord, that there have been many places in the world through our the people who have come before us and the people who are in the Bible times, and we've seen celebrations and we've seen happiness and we've seen joy, and we're just asking you how to reach for that more in our lives. And we're asking, Lord, that you would open a way for us to experience more happiness, more joy, more fun, more excitement, more adventure in our life. We know that you are the answer to all of our questions. And so we ask, Lord, for the wisdom and understanding to enjoy our life a little bit more. We ask that you would be here at this show, liberate us with your inspiration and wisdom. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Ooh, nice one. I like that.
Amen.
Yes, I like that.
All right, so let's talk about this subject of creating good times. I am of the notion
What's that?
that life just isn't life without some fun.
I agree.
You know, I had at one point gotten to a place where I was rebuking fun. Well, Jay, too many people in their lives with no accomplishments.
Oh, okay.
They had a lot of fun, but they ain't get shit done.
Okay.
You know,
I get that.
and I started to despise that, and I have become much of a workaholic throughout my life. And I would work for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks without even considering myself, because I had a goal. You know, I was trying to accomplish some things. And as I've reached my latter years in life, I'm starting to realize that not only has much of the work been done, but when I look over my shoulder, I'm realizing that I really haven't taken care of myself like I should have, could have, would have.
Right.
And so I'm starting to get more and more proactive about having fun days. The work days are always going to take care of themselves. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to stay up late. I'm going to go hard in the paint all day, every day. And I'm going to fight for, you know, what I'm going for. But when it comes to taking care of myself in the way of fun, sometimes I'm challenged by that, you know? It's because I have to break the pattern, you know? And sometimes you don't want to lose the momentum that you have and get distracted with stuff, you know? So, you know, let's just talk about this. I think one of the most important things about having fun is that it can be done accidentally, it can be done haphazardly, but I think the greatest fun is the fun that is planned.
Yes.
I think you got to set aside some time. And that's what we're talking about. Life is busy. You're probably working 50, 60, 70 hour, 80 hour work weeks. And when are you going to decide that you're going to take care of yourself or you're going to have some fun? And that's a lesson in life. You know, there's 30 days in the month. If you only take one day to do something just special for you, plan that one day. The third week of the month, on the second, you know, the second or third Sunday or that Saturday, you're going to get up and you're going to go to a park. And you're going to have lunch at the park, and you're just going to take in the fresh air. And maybe you go walk a mountain, maybe you go on a trail, maybe you go ride bikes, maybe you go skating, maybe you go shoot basketball, maybe you go any number of things. But decide that you're going to do that. You know, I think it can add so much value to your life. I just met an organization of businessmen. They're all entrepreneurs, very successful entrepreneurs. And every Wednesday morning from about 8:30, 9 o'clock to noon, they shoot basketball.
Okay.
And, you know, to watch these grown men, and by the way, at the end of this meeting that I had with these gentlemen, I walk out in the parking lot and it's nothing but nice cars in the driveway. Right. It's nothing but nice cars out there. So in other words, these men, not only do they get their success on, but they're taking valuable time to do something that they love, exercise their body, find some, you know, competition, find something that is meaningful, something that's zesty, valuable for you, something that you can look over your shoulder and say, I'm glad I did that, you know? And you know, in most cases, you know, there's always fun in the house. You watch movies, you can go sit out on your back porch, a barbecue, you can fix your favorite meals and watch your favorite TV programming. You can invite friends over to the house
Yep.
and just chop it up, maybe over some hors d'oeuvres or just a couple of cocktails, glass of wine, cup of coffee. Um, there is really nothing more valuable than fellowship.
Yes.
To being with like-minded people, being with the people you love without an agenda, just to hang out, whether it be go to the mall or we decide to go bowling or we play some cards. Those things are so valuable and so rich to the spirit.
Right.
And so there are plenty of things you can do at home. But what would you have to say on the subject, Jay?
I'm having some fun with this one. I have a silly nature. I love to have jokes, and I'm a person that be goal setting. In my goal setting, I put accomplishments. So as I go, I don't wait to the end goal to celebrate. As I go, I'm celebrating along the way. You got to enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
So as I'm setting my every day, I wake up. All right. And every day, I ain't gonna wake up at 100. I'm always gonna wake up my best. There's gonna be days my back might hurt, a little sore, but I have to take a little time to meditate. And I have to take a little time to myself. And then once I get past that little bit of time, I wash up and I do my things before I walk out the door. But in my head, I gotta amp up. Okay, because things throughout the day normally bring me down. So I'm gonna amp up. So as I get my little lunch stuff together and I go out the door, in my head, I already got to get myself on 100 to prepare for that day. So I'm kind of excited, and my excitement is from inner. My inner excitement is to enjoy the day. It's work, but there's no reason I can't enjoy it. Okay? So as I'm doing it, I'm knocking it out. Somebody calls me. It never fails. Somebody will call me every day. And when they call me, I'm excited and I'm sitting. What you doing? What you think I'm doing? I'm working. But in my work, I done knocked out this, and this, and I'm always high strung. And they was like, so you just happy about your job. I get happy about living. God gave me another day. And I don't need to take it for play. But then I'm going to joke with you because I don't know how your day going to be, but it need to be more exciting like mine. Because my day might not always be exciting, but my mind is. And my mind going to go other places. So when you come at me bored and unexcited, I'm going to tap into you, the power that I feel that's in me. And I'm going to joke with you, I'm going to play with you, and we're going to make the whole conversation fun. And you know, because I call you. I'm going to call you, and you're going to be like, oh, what is he going to say? You ain't going to know. Because that's the kind of energy I like to bring and having fun with it. When we set some time to go out, we're going to make it some fun time. Be like, man, I want to sit down and talk about something. If you don't have nothing real serious to talk about, I'm going to make it a fun time because we don't always get a chance to do anything.
Fun time is important.
So when you say, come on, Jay, let's have some fun.
I love it when you said good things. Have fun at work, right? Enjoy your day from moment to moment to moment. Create some joy. Find a way to smile. Find a way to laugh, right? So have fun at work. And here's another thing he said, being high strung. Just be filled with joy for no reason. That's one of the things I love about the mornings is when I put on talk radio, I'm always laughing with those guys. They're always telling jokes that, they just get my day started off so well because, Steve Harvey's kind of crazy in the morning. I love listening to Steve Harvey.
Yeah, long time.
And they're always joking. There's, they're all practical comedians. And so they love getting that fun joke spirit up. And there's nothing wrong with carrying that throughout the day. Even going to find a joke, sometimes you could just go find jokes, find a reason to laugh. We're talking about, here's the real essence of the subject. We're talking about creating good times.
But can I get you
But we're talking about living life.
Right. But you ever notice most talk radio shows have a comedian type person? That's what they went to.
Yeah.
Because they know that's the excitement. That's what really motivates.
Yeah.
Because starting it off dry, it normally ends dry.
And it normally goes dry. Yeah.
So at least it excites you with laughter. And a lot of times you're laughing at some of your own pains. But you're getting past them. That's why I love comedy. And I love the fact that somebody can bring humor to situations that normally you ain't even thinking about it.
There you go. And again, I love the idea of being proactive and intentional in creating good times. There are many of you who spend your life in the house. Get out of the house. Go to a restaurant, go to the park, go to church, go, you always have to go to the grocery store. But when you go to the grocery store, look somebody in the eye, say hello to somebody. But get out of the house. It doesn't matter if you have to go to the bingo or if you're going to the concert or if you're going to a jazz show. You can go to plays, you can go to movies, you can go to casinos, you can go to beaches. You're probably invited to all kinds of stuff, right? You're people are having barbecues, people are having birthday parties, people are having weddings. Make it a point to get out, right? The most important, one of the most, the kind of the key to life is to create memories. Because that's all you really have to hold on to is memories. When you create memories, when you go to that party, and everybody knows this, everybody's experienced this. You really weren't going to go out that night.
Right.
But you went out that night against kind of your will, and you had a ball.
Come on now.
You met some people, you had some great food, you had some great conversations, you danced, you laughed, you saw the sights or saw the scenes, you had fresh air. Like, we need those things in our life. We need those things on a regular basis. It's called pushing your pressure release valve. Find a way to give up the pressure of life and go take care of yourself with fun. Now, fun doesn't always have to be out partying, but, maybe you go to, you walking through a park and just looking at the trees, and maybe you go sit under the shade tree. I know I went to a church quite far away a few Sunday mornings ago, and I just kept looking at the rest areas as I was going. I passed about 3 or 4 strong rest areas. So I pulled in the rest area on my way back, and I went out into that open space. They had just an open space, right? I just went out there and walked in the middle of the open space, and I ended up praying. And I spent about 20, 30 minutes just praying, down the middle of one of those rest areas. But I wasn't in a hurry to get back home and get in front of the TV. I got some fresh air. And I spent some quality time with God on that day, and I think we made some monumental things happen through that prayer.
Some blessings.
Yeah. But here again, I'm talking about being proactive and intentional at creating good times. And I would encourage everyone, this is kind of a Minecraft advice. I would encourage everyone to think of 2 or 3 things that you're going to do for the rest of this year to have fun. And that means plan that trip. You got a little money, start saving a little money, or take the money that you have in your little nest egg and go on a trip. It could be 2 or 3 days just for a weekend. Maybe you go for a week, but find a place that you can go and grow, that you can go and see new sights, that you can go and experience a whole new atmosphere. One of my favorite things in the world is people. Right. And so no matter where I go, I'm always going to be experiencing the people. Right. I'm going to be looking in their face, and if I can catch a conversation here or there, but I want you to fill up your calendar with good times. I want you to say at least once a month, I'm going to do that favorite thing. If you like to play golf, at least once a month, you need to go play golf. If you like to learn dancing, at least once a month, you're going to go to that dance class. If you like to get your party on, at least once a month, you're going to go get your party on and find the greatest party that you can find. I know, here in Atlanta, there's parties all over the place. You got the old school party, and you got the young parties, and you got radio stations throwing parties, and there's everywhere a party, right?
Just watch them parties down at Piedmont Park.
Yeah. Be careful at the party. Get you some party on, right? So I'm encouraging you to take a vacation. I'm encouraging you to get out of your comfort zone when it comes to having fun and enjoying yourself and enjoying your life. You can take a cruise for $300. $300, you can take a 3-day, 4-night cruise, 4-day, 3-night cruise for about $300. You can go down to Miami. You probably can catch one on the coast in the Carolinas somewhere. You can go down and catch one in Jacksonville or in Tampa and get on a cruise. And let me tell you, that's one of the most fabulous vacations in the world, because once you step on that boat, there's nothing for you to do but enjoy yourself. You don't have to drive. You don't have to find out what you're going to do. You don't have to plan for your food. You don't have to plan for your entertainment that night. Everything is right there. And I just I cannot say how much joy you're going to have on a great vacation like that.
Mhm.
Maybe go see a spot in the world that you wanted to see. You want to go see the Virgin Islands. Go see them. Go put your feet in the sand and the water. They have all-inclusive resorts at all of these facilities.
Yep.
That means you can just take a flight rather than taking a cruise. You can just take a flight into that city. Take a flight into Puerto Rico. I took a flight into Puerto Rico and I stayed there 5 days, and all the food was provided, the room was provided. All I had to do was buy my libations and whatever souvenirs I wanted. But they take care of you. That's a great vacation.
Yes,
And
yes.
you can do it. If you've never been on vacation, take one. Make yourself. This summer, you're gonna go down to Panama City Beach, or you're gonna go over to Jacksonville Beach, or you're gonna go over to South Carolina and go to the beach. But find you some water. Maybe you go to Lake Lanier and just go out there for a day. Put your ice chest together with some good food and snacks and an umbrella, and just go out there and just sit. Laissez-faire. Connect with your world. That's what I'm talking about, right? Connect with your world. Here's another great idea.
Don't give them to me.
Staycations. Right?
Staycation.
There's nothing like a good staycation. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. We live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, we do.
And I remember one of my best staycations. Me and a lady friend, we went down and got us a nice hotel in the Intercontinental. Actually, we were celebrating my birthday during this time.
Okay.
And so we planned 3 days at the Intercontinental, and they have the greatest food. They got all kinds of nooks and crannies where you can just sit up, and watch TV and keep your feet up. There's parks all around there. There's the, Atlanta Ferris wheel is sitting, not right down the street, downtown, but there's shopping all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And there's, one of my favorite things is a hotel room, right? There's just something fun about being in a hotel room, right? Hotel room with a balcony, especially a balcony overlooking the water, overlooking the Gulf, overlooking the beach, right? I mean, man, I sit on the balcony, I just let that wind blow through my hair, you know what I'm saying, for hours, you know what I mean? And just sit out there with a cold beer, a glass of wine, man, and just chill. And when I get done chilling on the balcony, I go eat me a fabulous seafood dinner, right? After that, you can walk down the beach, it's almost getting dark, there's all kinds of shopping around there. But, this is about staying in your local city and doing something fun there. There's probably all kinds of historical tours in your local city, in your local area. Within 2 or 3 hours away, you can go there for a day or night. I never forget, Jay and I went to the mountains on a rafting day, right?
That's fun.
And it was a slow raft down waterway,
We was there.
and it was absolutely
Y'all snitching.
beautiful. You know what I mean? We had a great time.
And why we do it? Because we all wanted to get out and do some things.
Because we just wanted to do something different.
And we need to do the same thing this year. And a lot of time having fun is incorporating. And we sit around and we work hard. I mean, I got nothing but love for food and craft, because since I've been doing my show, it's been challenging because we all got different jobs and we all try to come together. So it's not frustrating because I enjoy what I do. So I try to bring comedy to it. But the bottom line, I already know I got to say it's a commitment. And these guys been committed with me. So in that commitment, we try to find fun things. And you have to commit to these things, because we always come up with them and then we don't follow through, but we need to. Reason why is we love the fellowship and funness outside this place. And people like being around us. I promise y'all, if y'all ever came out with us, and we got to do more things to incorporate more people, because y'all just don't understand the dynamic team we have here and the fun we bring. Everything we do can be very silly and fun, and everybody don't understand that because they see the seriousness here and they hear some comedy, but when we're away from it, we cut up and we enjoy. I can't remember a time anybody came in the studio and say they had a good time. And anytime we out there doing something, they enjoy. Why? I'm going to get on 100. Why? Because I want to. I just don't want to entertain for everybody, but I do want to entertain because I don't want to be bored. What Kraft is saying is don't just stay in the house and be bored. You can be complacent.
There's too much to do.
Yeah. But again, I ain't asking you to break the bank and be broke. I am saying plan it, but it doesn't have to cost you a lot. Going to the park, like you said, you stop at a rest area. You and your girl, you just driving, surprise her. Pull over.
Yeah.
You don't do a picnic. Surprise her, have a picnic basket in the trunk. She don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
You have to be a little bit creative. And I'm not, well, somebody said I wasn't romantic, but I also learned, somebody else told me I was. Don't let somebody else dictate you. Do you.
Do you?
So,
yes.
picnic basket in the trunk, you ride, she don't even know you're going to do it. You pull into a little park area or rest area like Kraft just said, and you walk out there and you set things out, and now she see you planned it. It becomes romantic to her, but to you, I just want to be away from the house and do some fun thing. You mentioned a balcony. Now, there's a couple other things besides that. The hair, because I ain't got that much up there. Forget the wind in the hair. I can things on that balcony. I'm telling you, she gonna be really happy.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying to you, if y'all do a cruise, I'm trying to keep PG-13. If you do a cruise, you can do a balcony on the cruise. It might cost you a little bit more. Why? Because you can watch the boat get away from the dock, and you can open the doors up and you can feel the ocean. You can hear the breeze. It's up to you. I've had all these experiences. I want other people to experience them, but I don't want y'all to go broke doing them. I want you to plan them out. And again, the next thing you can do is call somebody exciting. You might want to call my behind. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm silly as bug and I'm trying to have some fun. Do not call me bored and want to stay on my phone and don't say anything. That right there ain't going to work for me. Won't be on the phone with you long. All you got to do is call with a little bit of an issue. And I'm going to talk about your issue to a way I'm going to make you laugh. Because I don't want to be depressed. Your problem shouldn't make me depressed. I'm going to laugh at yours for you can see yours in a different way. Because I don't care to be sad. I'm on 100. You might bring me down to 80. Sometimes I get down to 50. But I'm not drained.
Yeah, I think, I hear what Jay is saying, that you got to find a way to spark inspiration for your self-happiness.
Yes.
Right? And I know that some days when I have really tough days or I've had a couple of challenging days, I have a tendency to get in front of a comedy show. Mm-hmm. And I might go to one I've already done, but for that 45 minutes to an hour or so, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to be present. I'm going to just let go of the world. Another thing I like to do is to listen to music. And I'm kind of a night owl, so if I go to sleep at 10 o'clock, I'm up at 2:30, just lounging. I'll put on one of my favorite albums, and I'm dancing all around the house. You know, I'm having but I know that I'm filling that space with something that keeps me energetic, that keeps me alive, that keeps me exciting. And listening to some of that good music is a major thing to do. We cannot forget about the fun and growth, which means reading. We need to be reading, and we need to be learning, and we need to be growing. That is fun, and if you don't see it as such, then you're missing out on the wisdom of life.
You gotta make it. Yeah. So you be like, I gotta read, see, you're looking at it in a depressing state already.
Right.
What are you reading for? Right. That's what amp you up.
Right.
I'm reading for knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge for what? To be better at what I do.
Right.
So you have to amp yourself up because do it get hard all day long. Right. You're sitting there, you're reading, and then you don't even understand. Time goes by.
Yeah.
But as you're reading, you're getting that knowledge. Now you have to apply.
Getting knowledge. That's key. You do have to apply.
And then you have to apply. So now you're making it a joking game. You have to instill the fun. I promise you. And most things is not there. Because you don't let it be there.
Yeah.
But you can put it there. When you do it, and then you express it like this. Now I got the knowledge. Now I got to express it. You think about somebody you just get next to. Somebody that's close to you. Probably a girlfriend, best friend. Crap, best friend. I might have learned something. I'm calling my boy Kraft. Kraft. Man, guess what I just learned, bro? Yeah, sure. And he like, what's that, bro? And I'm telling you about it. But you can hear the excitement in my voice.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's what makes you excited because you might already know that. You always be that person that be calm. And you won't even say, Jay, I've been there. You always like, Jay, you got a different way of looking at that. And you laugh with me.
Yeah.
That causes that excitement to
That's
make
right.
you realize, yes. But to you, it's like, I've been through it, but I'm glad he got it.
Right.
So now you
And-
having a good time listening to me. And guess what? It's not a boring situation.
The kind of what Jay is saying, that learning equation, take a class.
Mm-hmm.
Take a class. Get in a classroom environment. That's a great way to grow. That's a great way to learn. It's a great way to meet other people, and all of this good time stuff that we've talked about, the one thing that we haven't talked about
What's that?
is resting.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you wake up on a Saturday morning and there's a half a dozen things to do, and you're going to be stretched out even on a Saturday. How about saying, you know what? I'm not going to get these things done today. I'm going to get 2 out of the 10 done today, and I'm going to turn my TV on, get on my couch, and I'm going to chill.
Rest.
I'm going to rest. So you're not depending on just your sleep, just your 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours of sleep at night. You're actually going to give your body an opportunity to rest. You may even give your mind an opportunity to rest. And that could be something, not only just lounge and watch TV, but things like meditation, right? Playing with affirmations and visualizations can be a great fun thing to do to build yourself up. But rest, just as much as jokes and laughter improve the spirit, we know what rest can do. And we need to be planning some restful time.
And you can make that a joking fun time as well.
Yeah.
I had times where I'm not trying to snitch, but you wake up and you're always on the go, and you grab the person that you wouldn't be like, not tonight, not today. We gonna sit here and chill. And normally, why we're doing this. Now, if y'all got something planned or something totally different, but it's a day that sometimes y'all don't really got a lot planned, and so we're gonna push some of that off. And we're going to spend some time together. Well, we just lay here, we chill. And it might not even be the TV or it could be music. That's your choice when you know the person that you're with.
Yeah.
But you can make that a fun time.
Right.
Without having to get out the bed, doing a lot of different things. And then that person feel like you got quality of time.
Yeah.
And that I'm telling you, it's very exciting when you're next to that person and you're laying there and you're talking to them. And it's a different talk when you're pushing everything else off. Now she know she matters.
Yeah. And
you making her feel she matters. And you having jokingly fun. So it's not like you giving up everything. You actually giving up regular work of around the house and everything to make that person feel special.
Regular work around the house can be fun.
Oh yeah, it makes it more fun when you do that because now she feel quality.
There are those projects that need to be done in your house, from cleaning out that closet to doing something in the garage, or maybe you want to plant some flowers, maybe you want to do some things in the yard. That there are a lot of people who enjoy their day by a meaningful task. Mm-hmm. And so even meaningful tasks don't have to be all bogged down with the tension or pressure of getting it done. Make it a fun day.
Right. Because you're doing it together.
Yeah. You're going to put on your straw hat and your gloves, and you're going to go out and you're going to maybe pull up some weeds, or maybe you're going to plant some new grass or plant some new flowers, or clean out that, that garden bed in your front yard. But those things can be fun. My father and I, we always had a good time doing the yard. Mm-hmm. And as much as it was work, that we were like creating a masterpiece.
Right.
Because by the time our yard finished, it was like immaculate. It was edged. It was, we had cleaned out the garden bed in front, where the rocks were, and got all the leaves out of there. We had raked the yard, and we had cleaned off the sidewalk and cleaned off the patio. And then we sit back and drink us a cold beer and say, look what we did. And it was that joint effort, just he and I together. We were working towards a goal, and we did things like that on our boat as well. We from clean up the boat to sometimes take the boat out.
Right.
And take the boat out and just lounge for the day. Me and my mother and father, we had plenty of those days. We just wake up early in the morning. Mom will prepare some stuff for us for the day, and Dad would get the boat ready, and I would make sure we had all the life rafts and the bug spray and all that stuff. Everybody had a job, and we would meet, get on the boat, and just go out doing nothing.
Crap, what about just dressing up? You know, like
Dress
right now,
up.
you see your boy sitting there in the cowboy style. But again, just a day and y'all just dress up.
Yeah.
I'm a cowboy, she a cowgirl, and we just having fun. You know, it's endless. I don't never want y'all to feel like
It's endless.
it has to be a certain way. You can make any way you want. I got a lot of clothes, so I like to dress up. Usually for going out. I don't always have to go out. But I don't have a problem dressing up for anybody to come in town and do anything. I don't have a problem with that. My whole thing is I still want to have fun with it. And just picking out outfits can be fun. At one time, it got frustrating because I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that. And that wasn't as fun. So I had to find other ways to look at it. So I would talk to grab, I'll talk, move, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna have to do something different. I want, and my whole thing is creative juices.
Create.
You have to have fun.
Yes.
Now, once I did that, that's just for the show.
Yes.
What about my personal life? So now I'm like, yo, if you come by, dress up like this.
Yeah.
Embarrassing, my birthday is on Halloween.
Yeah.
And I really don't like Halloween like that, but y'all see me dressed up sometime. And Halloween, different costume. Grown man, don't have to do it, but I will find the fun in anything.
Yeah.
In the future, I don't know about
I
it.
like,
Be on it.
there are many of people, especially people who are moving toward the older ages, start to get very complacent, and include myself, about their birthdays. Celebrate your birthday. Celebrate your life. Celebrate your significant other. Celebrate your mother's life. You know, this fun thing doesn't necessarily have to be all about you.
Right.
Sometimes, you know, if mom's birthday is coming up next month, 2 months, whatever, and you out shopping, put your attention on her. Put your attention on them and find something nice for them. Find something out of the box. You know, the more you shop, the more you get focused in on exactly what you want. That can be fun. And that fun is actually dedicated to other people. So now you're thinking about them. You're wanting to give something. You're, going from store to store, and you're not thinking about yourself. That can be liberating to your spirit. I think the Lord sees that spirit sometimes because you're wanting to please and you're wanting to help. For those people who think the holidays are mundane, put a little spark in your holidays. Not just your birthdays, but your holidays. Maybe it's your Christmas, maybe it's your Thanksgiving, maybe it's President's Day, maybe it's Black History Month. Who knows what it is? But I'm encouraging you to be more intentional with your life of fun, right? We can create good times. If you look over your shoulder and you haven't had a good time in 6 months or a few months, all you got to do is look to your future and say, you know what, weekend after next, I'm going to see my friend. Weekend after next, I'm going to go out to the party. Weekend, next weekend, I'm going to go to the park. You know what? Tomorrow night when I get off work, instead of working on the house or working on stuff, instead of watching TV, I'm gonna get my tights or my outfit on, my jumpsuit, my sweatsuit, and I'm gonna go to the park and I'm just gonna sit out there, right? One of the things I used to love to do when I lived around water is I'd get off at 9, 10 o'clock at night, but I'd go find me a nice dinner, nice heavy dinner, and I would go to the beach and I would have dinner literally right on the water. I'd spread out a big towel or maybe a jacket or something. I'd sit there and I could eat my dinner while the waves rolled in. And sometimes I do it by myself. Sometimes I do it with a significant other, but those were incredible nights. You're talking about weeks that were just tension tight, filled with activities and tasks and people to meet and things to do. And it's a Wednesday night from 10 to 12. I'm sitting on a beach, letting all this stress go.
Hey, I just had something come across.
What's that?
Are you willing to do a challenge to the single women out there since we single men?
What kind of challenge?
I'm thinking if somebody can DM us or go into their show, follow our show, and then come into us and ask us what we want to do, for we can get out and expand ourselves with the community. Because we can pick a club we can go to, again, local club, and we can have a good time with people. Because people watch our show, I want to make sure they understand we're for the people. And we're trying to make ourselves available where we can do different things. Or we can announce what we want to do and see how many people come out. I want to do this because we're saying incorporate fun, but I think it might start with us. And if I'm willing to do this, are you willing to come out? Because I don't need a bust. I don't need 2 or 3 people. I need a bunch of people come out and understand what we can do for you. Because again, enjoyment of life is what we can do. I'm bringing the laughter. He brings the mental healing. He is a spiritual person that can understand a lot of things that go on, and I am a person that can understand vibes. I love an upbeat vibe, and I love for us to go out and do some different things. Remember, we did car parties in the past. We did different things. I want to do more things, and I want to do things out there and open with people for they can realize the joy of life. This show is healing, but also a joy. It is hard going through life and being beat up. We's trying to show you we've been beat up, but we don't gotta stay beat up. We can heal each other by us understanding each other and standing for each other. And I'm willing to do some different things, but this is a drizzle. This ain't no sprinkle. It ain't about one or the other. It's about enjoyment. So don't ask about who all paying and stuff, because at that point you're broke. We want enjoyous people that's in full of joy, that want to come out and have a good time. And we'll show you that if you're willing to come. And again, I'm just waiting on y'all inboxes to let me know who all willing, and then we can set some things up instead of me just setting it up on up front. We'll see what goes on. I like to do some cruises. I would love for somebody to come out there and cruise with us. I'm not saying I'm going this on a date. Please understand. I'm single, but I'm not for everyone. Everybody can't handle this, okay? I'm just trying to tell you, I'm a ball of fun, but I ain't for everyone. Yeah. But I want y'all to see all what we can do. Bar Talk with Jay is about pouring it out and understanding, and we're trying to do some things for you.
There you go. And point of the story, create your good time.
I'm out now.
This has been Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. And we want to thank you for being here with us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the program. Yes. We're here every Thursday from 7 to 8, Facebook Live. We're on every other major platform. Yes. Please like, share, subscribe, and continue to come back and get some of this wisdom and some of this joy that we share. Never forget, folks, that we do this because we love you. Yes. We appreciate you. Right. And with that, we are out.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.